Tiger Shroff's character, likely continuing his journey of seeking justice or revenge, often involved in intense hand-to-hand combat and action sequences. Antagonist, a powerful villain, possibly portrayed by Sanjay Dutt, who might have personal connections to Tiger's character, leading to an emotionally charged conflict. Action sequences. As with the previous movies, high-energy action scenes are guaranteed, with stunts, martial arts, and possibly a global setting. Would you like me to create a fictional continuation of the story based on these elements? Let me know. Speculative continuation or in style of the previous films. Baaghi 4, The Return of the Warrior. After the events of Baaghi 3, where Tiger Shroff's character Ronnie took down a major criminal syndicate, life seemed to have calmed down. But peace is fleeting in Ronnie's world. As he attempts to live a quiet life with his love interest, a new, more dangerous threat emerges, this time from an unexpected source. Plot overview. The story begins with Ronnie living under the radar, trying to move on from his violent past. However, his old enemies are not so easily defeated. A new criminal empire, led by an even more ruthless villain, Vikrant, played by Sanjay Dutt, who has a personal vendetta against Ronnie, rises to power. Vikrant is a former soldier turned mercenary whose operations span across the globe. He is also revealed to have a deep connection to Ronnie's past, someone who holds a grudge for a betrayal years ago. The stakes. Vikrant's goal is to dismantle everything Ronnie holds dear. He targets Ronnie's friends, family, and loved ones, including his love interest, played by Triptii Dimri, and those close to him. As Ronnie learns about Vikrant's plan, he is forced back into the action once again. This time, however, the stakes are higher. Ronnie is not just fighting for survival, but to protect the people he cares about. The action. As always, the movie delivers high-octane action scenes with mind-blowing stunts. Ronnie goes undercover in dangerous locations, facing fierce combatants and extreme challenges. With the help of a few trusted allies, including Rhea, played by Disha Patani, he begins to unravel Vikrant's operations. A mix of martial arts, parkour, and hand-to-hand combat ensues, with epic battles taking place in remote jungles, urban landscapes, and even high-tech underground lairs. The climax, the final showdown, takes place in a massive, secret military base where Vikrant plans to launch an attack on the world's most influential cities. Ronnie, now fully transformed and embracing his warrior spirit, faces off against Vikrant in a deadly fight that pushes him to his limits. In the end, Ronnie must make the ultimate sacrifice, either taking down Vikrant for good or saving his loved ones. The movie ends with Ronnie victorious but emotionally scarred, knowing the war is never truly over. He walks off into the distance, preparing for the next battle. Baaghi 5, Rise of the Shadow. After the events of Baaghi 4, Ronnie's victory over Vikrant has come at a heavy cost. Though the world is momentarily safe from the criminal empire, a new, even more elusive enemy begins to emerge from the shadows. This time, it's not just about revenge. It's about dismantling an entire system of power that threatens to engulf the entire world. Plot overview. With Ronnie's personal life still in turmoil from the aftermath of his battles, he decides to retire from the violent world he once knew. He moves to a secluded place, hoping to live a peaceful life away from the chaos. But his past never stays buried for long. A new organization, known only as the Shadow Syndicate, has quietly infiltrated governments, corporations, and the highest levels of military power. They operate in secrecy, leaving no trace of their existence. They are led by an enigmatic figure known as the Phantom, someone whose face has never been seen, and whose identity is a mystery. The stakes. As the Phantom begins to make moves against the global order, Ronnie is once again called upon. This time, the battle isn't just for his own survival or for the protection of his loved ones, it's for the future of the world. The Shadow Syndicate plans to destabilize entire nations, starting with a series of deadly terrorist attacks that could lead to global war. Ronnie, forced to come out of retirement, begins tracking down the mysterious leaders of the syndicate. But his journey leads him into the most dangerous territories yet. Along the way, he is joined by a new ally, Radhika, played by a new actress, an ex-agent from an elite counterterrorism unit who knows the inner workings of the syndicate. Together, they delve deeper into the world of espionage, black market dealings, and high-stakes global politics. The action. The action in Baaghi 5 escalates to a global scale. Ronnie must travel to major cities like New York, London, and Tokyo, where he confronts mercenaries, assassins, and secret operatives in high-speed chases, rooftop battles, and underwater missions. Each fight takes Ronnie to the edge as he uncovers more about the Phantom, whose ultimate plan involves harnessing the power of a weaponized technology that could alter the course of humanity itself. One major set piece involves a fight atop a moving train barreling through a snowy mountain pass. Another is a breathtaking hand-to-hand combat sequence inside a high-tech underground lab where the Syndicate is developing a new form of bioweapon. Ronnie's martial arts skills are put to the test against some of the deadliest operatives he's ever faced. The climax. In a breathtaking final showdown, Ronnie faces the Phantom, the true mastermind behind the Syndicate's global operations. The fight takes place in an abandoned military base in the heart of a remote jungle, where Ronnie uncovers the last remnants of the Syndicate's forces. With the Phantom's true identity revealed, possibly a former mentor or close associate of Ronnie's, the emotional stakes are raised. As the battle reaches its peak, Ronnie must not only defeat the Phantom, but also deactivate a global threat that could bring entire nations to their knees. With seconds to spare, Ronnie uses his signature combination of strength, agility, and strategic thinking to stop the impending catastrophe, but at a personal cost. The movie ends with Ronnie, once again, standing alone on the battlefield. Though victorious,